So I am curious what sort of YouTube videos you want to make. I have to say a few of your videos that were my favorite were the ones where you would post them and I'd look at this and be like, I can't believe this is a video. And a few examples of that would be one, putting on pants without using your arms. Have you seen this?
Put on,
No, I have not. No.
Put on pants with put on your pants with no hands.
Yes, I got to show you this, Jack.
I don't even know if it's still public. Basically, it's like this viral trend a couple years ago where this guy he have these pants that are just kind of scrunched up on the floor that makes it easy for him to put them on. So he's like just with his boxers on, you know, and then he puts his leg in to put the pants on. You can't use your hands, and so you kind of like, you know, kind of wiggle around until the pants needs to get above, you know, get to your waist. So that's, I don't know, that's fun.
It was like a 7-minute video of
me struggling
of you putting on pants without hands, and it's just like you would go from like investing, Bitcoin, financial independence, and then I think what was really funny is that you posted a video like a few days prior to this, being like, I retired or like quit my job or something like that, and this is like the second video after that of putting on his pants for 7 minutes, and someone commented, like the top comment was like, this is what early retirement is like. But funny. I loved that video. There were a few others that I really liked, and I want to go to your channel right now to talk about them because I thought some of these were so creative. Videos like how to fix a hole in your jeans.
Oh, yeah, that's like a DIY one.
Yep. I like this one. How I saved 100% of my job income. BeatTheBush, and that inspired one of my videos of I think it was how I save 100% of my income.
Mm-hmm.
It was an old video, I think a few years ago, but your video inspired that one. And I like this, how to fix a zipper, 50 seconds long. I like this one, a 7-minute video explaining urinal etiquette. And look at this, there's 3 urinals, A, B, and C. And if someone's using A, you never use B. This is something. What? Are you serious, Jack?
No,
there's a whole
serious, dude.
We gotta give you the quiz.
Yeah, it's like, but it's like, first of all, I would never think that this would need to be explained. It's just, I think men are known. They're born.
Did this result from some poor experience that you may have had? Like,
well, that resulted from some stuff I saw somewhere else.
Oh, okay,
with a similar idea, and I decided to make it into a video. There's a harder one, right? You need to get into the more advanced questions, right? If you have 4 urinals, right? And then there's a big guy on the first one, and then there's a skinnier guy on the last one. Which one do you use?
I wait. Believe it or not, I do not use.
Or maybe you use the third one.
I don't
right?
do that.
You'd probably go next to the skinnier guy, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the
go.
No, the worst part is because I wear a lot of flip flops, and if you use a urinal next to someone and you're wearing flip,
gosh, so nasty.
I'm just saying, believe it or not, the top of your shoes may have some residue on them, particles. Yeah, and I've had it a couple times where I went flip flops next to someone and I did feel something. So now I no longer I will wait if I'm wearing flip flops.
Did you like it?
Well, I think I should answer that on a different form of media.
Wow,
did I like it?
I can't believe you.
I purposely
avoided the question.
I keep emergency flip flops in my back pocket just to switch into.
Maybe you can just put some paper towel on and then go in.
So
a shield.
Yeah, I try to avoid ever using a urinal. I do not like urinals.
So you use the stall?
What? Yes.
Dude, you put up the seat though, right?
Most of the time. But here's the thing,
dude.
I'm gonna be honest.
The seat.
If the seat is disgusting,
then get toilet paper and grab the seat and move it up.
Listen, it's not my. I'm not gonna clean someone else's mess everywhere. Like sometimes.
So what if everyone was like you though?
So here's the thing. If the toilet's clean, I leave it spotless. But if there's already something on there, I don't clean it because some of them are nasty, like really disgusting. I do not want to flip up a urinal where there's toilet paper and like just matter on the seat itself. Like I'm not gonna touch that thing. I'm not getting anywhere close to that. I just want to get in and out in private.
I don't know. I think that there is a net benefit And you have to leave a net positive there, Graham. You have
I
to
leave
lift up that seat. You got to put it up.
I leave it the
Net
same as I found it. Listen,
Yeah, you have to have a net positive
I
with
leave
your
it the
actions.
same. I leave it the same as I go in. I don't make
no,
it any
you leave
worse
it worse
or any better.
because obviously if the seat's down, there has to be some splatter damage on the seat. Okay?
Maybe
That was
for
not-
you, I'm good.
So you shoot straight and narrow? You're telling me it's like a laser beam?
Yes. Yes.
Then there are some
Years-
issues there. I don't.
Years of practice. A few of your other videos. I liked this one. The importance of looking poor.
Yeah, that was a popular one.
That was one of your most viewed videos.
People like that one. I don't know why. It turned out to be a comedy, but it wasn't meant to be one.
Yeah.
It was serious.
But I think that's why people liked it, was because you approached this topic that people, first of all, wouldn't think about, but it makes sense. When I hear that, I'm like, it makes sense to me not to, in certain situations, not to overdress or not to appear wealthy. And you approached it with a very tactile approach that to me made sense, but I think for people who didn't know you or know the context, they would go into this being like, and just dismiss it. The other video I liked of yours is that, it's going back to the frugality aspect, is that you went on a trip with your Tesla, and you didn't want to spend, I think, the $50 a night for a hotel, and so I think you spent a few nights in the car.
That was. Did I do that in the Tesla?
Yeah. Oh, maybe it wasn't the Tesla.
I did some experiments in the Tesla since, but then I think that video must have been in a white BMW, where I kind of like went through Grand Canyon and all that, and I just kind of slept in the car the whole time.
Yeah. Now, how much of that was to save money versus how much was just this is good content for YouTube?
I think probably, I don't know, 80% to save money. I think it was like mainly like I wanted to do it, and because it's a really long trip, it was like, the longer it is, the more expensive it gets if you stay at hotels. And
Staying in your car is also very convenient.
yes, and uncomfortable.
True.
I did one when I went to Maui. I stayed in the car. I don't know if you know about that one, but it got a little dangerous.
What happened?
Because I had to roll the windows down, and a random person came and stole my food that was in my car.
No,
so
wait,
they came and robbed me.
You were in the car when the food was stolen?
I was asleep.
Whoa.
And because it was really hot in Maui and the window was down, he kind of reached in, and then after he took the stuff, I don't know why I'm talking about this story.
I know, it's interesting.
But he woke me up, and then he's like, "Hey, he has my bread and peanut butter," and then I got really angry and got out and like confronted him and took it back.
He
Wait,
just,
so
he just gave it to you back?
No, I snatched it from him.
No, but he woke you up. Like you were
Yeah, he
sleeping,
woke
and
me up.
so he took it and then woke you up to show you what he just
No.
did.
Yeah.
Wait,
he
what?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He woke me up, and then I don't know what he wanted some water on top of that.
So he's
Why-
like, this peanut butter and
why-
bread isn't enough. Give me your
So,
water.
but obviously the guy's not of sound mind.
Yeah,
Why?
he was.
Why get it back? Why not just say it's peanut butter and bread? I'm gonna give
I
this
don't
guy the
know.
thing just to go away. Because what if he was like wanted to fight you, or you got in a fight, or he had a weapon, or like.
I think part of the reason that made me go do it was because he didn't look that threatening to me.
Okay.
Like I felt like I if it comes down to it, I might be able to take him on.
Is it worth it, bro?
I don't know, but,
worth it for the
like
dignity.
if he showed some kind of dangerous things, I might have backed off, right? But he didn't look threatening, and yeah, probably not the best decision at the moment. But anyway, I slept in the car there too. All that was an experiment, and if you anybody slept in the car before?
Yeah.
No? Yeah.
I think on I've probably taken a nap in the car, but never like overnight.
It's very uncomfortable because it's not flat. So you learn a lot about flatness. If you park your car on a steep hill or something, like you can't sleep very well. And then like the incline of the back seat, if it's slightly tilted, you can't sleep well either. So not very comfortable. Maybe in the Tesla is okay. The Tesla, the back seat also it has like a few degrees, so you gotta like make it.
So what are some of the frugal things that you used to do that you think now would just be a bad idea?
One time I tried to not have internet. How do you do that with being a YouTuber, right? But I used some sort of like back then they had some kind of like WiMAX thing. So then I had like multiple accounts, and then you can add up to a lot of data because each one does like I don't know how many megabytes, 200 megabytes,
sure,
or 1 gigabyte. It's just like okay, I use this one. Okay, I finished using this one. Okay, I'll switch to the next one. Bad idea, but. And another one is like I tried unplugging the microwave for a while.
Did you save anything?
Like for I think I did it for like a couple of weeks or something, and then I realized this is like I hate doing that. It's too much time.
What is
right?
the energy that it's doing? Is it just like the clock on it?
Yes, it's like a standby power, so it's 1 watt for continuously over an entire month. I forget what the numbers are.
Is it a watt an hour? 1 watt an hour?
1 watt. So then if you have it on for an hour, it's 1 watt hour.
So 24 watts a day times
24.
30, so 600.
So how much would that cost?
So that's about, let's say that's about 1 kilowatt hour, and that costs about 25 cents.
Yeah. So you're basically getting paid a penny
per day.
No,
per day
less because you probably have to do it a couple of times a day.
Oh yeah.
So each time you do it is less than half a penny. So I didn't really do that for very long. I just tried it, but there are many of these things. I think you gotta push too hard if you want to save a lot of money. You gotta push a little too hard, and then when you and then you realize that you pushed a little too hard, it's too much, then you come back a little bit.
You know what? I loved those videos that you did because I'm always curious in the back of my mind how much you would save by doing that. And you've done these videos where you've broken them down. Perfect example of this. And there's so many videos of yours that I sincerely really like a lot. And one of them was the shower video. How much you would save by not taking a shower at your house and instead using water at the gym. And I think you calculated. Yeah, I think you calculated it was about 25 cents a day is how much you would save if you took 1 shower a day at the gym.
Oh yeah, I think I had to add in the cost to heat the water because that is the major cost. And then you got to look at the cost to heat the water. I think it comes in like therms or something, right? Yeah. And then you got to do like, okay, what's the typical ambient temperature of the water to the water temperature that you're using?
The engineering degree,
right? And then it flows through the pipes and it drops several degrees, etc.
I love those videos, and I think if you made more videos like that on topics that people would just be curious about,
but not necessarily do.
Right. But that's always been in the back of my mind of when I was going to the gym. I used to go to 24-hour fitness, and I'd go every single morning. I was thinking, well, I'd never really use the gym there. What happens if I just use the shower there? How much would I save by doing that? I wouldn't probably do it, but I would just be curious what that would add up to.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I think in my when I was in engineering, some of my coworkers would shower at work. And some people shower at the gym.
The one I'd be curious about, you might have a video about this, is how much you would save if you waited all day to flush the toilet. Like only 1 flush a day. Like I told Jack was flushing that when he was in the guest house, he's flushing the toilet too much. And
there's no such thing as flushing the toilet too much.
You never calculate how much it costs to flush once?
I calculated that I think it was about a penny a flush.
I calculated it first of all, and it was just under a penny per flush.
It was under because we had a 3-gallon flush, so I'm like, it's 3 gallons of water per flush. It wasn't a low flow.
It's I calculated about half a penny per flush or per gallon.
Per gallon.
That's what I calculated as well.
So
yeah,
3 gallons. So that's 1.5 cents.
Yeah.
Was it 3 gallons?
But
But that's not a low flow toilet.
You can flush all day long and it won't dent anything. right?
So he told me this while he's still making like $5 million a year. And I walk out of the bathroom. He's all, hey man, is there any chance maybe you could just like tone it down with the flushes? Maybe like if you're peeing, just don't flush it.
Because that's what I do. I mean,
I guess you could.
But dude, if you pee, it sometimes leaves a ring around the toilet, and then like
don't wait that long. But but during the day, like
there's a smell.
No, but
there is an odor.
But depends how much you drink. Like Macy makes these smoothies, and I have one of these smoothies, and I swear I have to go like every 20 minutes after that for the next like 2 hours. And so now I've purposely had to drink. I wait to drink the smoothies during a time where like I'm not as busy because I just have to mentally like I have to go every 20 minutes afterwards. I don't know, but during that time I'm not gonna be like flush. It seems like a waste.
I saw a video he did where he turned a reusable the flosser into he made a one-time flosser into a reusable flosser. And that's how I knew that.
I like that video.
You bring up these embarrassing things. Now I look back at them and I'm like, that might have been.
I like all of those videos.
You really like them.
You have to understand. I think for your audience, that's what makes you. And when I see a video like that, I watch it from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Because these are all things that like people kind of think about in the back of their mind,
but they don't do.
But they're not going to do. But you do it, and we could experience that.
It's like extreme cheapskates. Those videos get millions of views. Everyone loves it.
I love it especially. See, I get ideas. See, but some people make fun of it. I watch those videos and I get ideas. Like the person who reused their not their toilet paper, but the paper towels. Makes sense. They dry out. They're just as good. If it's just water.
It's true.
Sure.
Yeah. Seriously, now with paper towels.
I mean, it's a lot of time.
With paper towels, if I do a whole thing of paper towels and I'm just cleaning off water, I usually leave it. I don't throw it away because if I
but you know what that means? Macy's gonna walk, or I'm gonna walk in there. I'm gonna see a paper towel and I'm like, well, I don't know what this was used to clean up, and I'll throw it away.
Just leave it. Just leave it alone.
Okay. From now on,
for water and stuff like that, it makes it. If I'm just cleaning up water, I leave it there. But in a few hours it's dry, I do it again.
Dry your hands after you washed your hands and you dry it with water.
I don't use paper towels to dry my hands. I use the towel. Yeah.